Go ahead and enjoy your avocado. But what if I told you the way you've been eating it could secretly be harming your health? For decades, this creamy green fruit has been called a superfood. Doctors praise it for heart health, fitness influencers show it off in smoothies, and entire cookbooks dedicate chapters to avocado toast. On the surface, it seems like the perfect food, packed with vitamins, fiber, and healthy fats. But here's the shocking truth almost nobody talks about. If you're over the age of 50, or especially over 60, the way you're preparing and eating avocados could quietly be raising your risk for heart disease, stroke, digestive issues, and even dangerous drug interactions. And it's not just one mistake. There are 6 common avocado habits that science has now linked to real health risks. Odds are, you're guilty of at least one of them. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. Drop a quick comment below with your city or country. We respond personally to as many comments as we can, and we'd love to share health tips tailored to your region. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the latest health insights that could protect you and your family. Now back to the avocado. The real danger is that these mistakes often seem harmless, even healthy. They've been passed down as cooking tips, repeated on TV shows, and spread like wildfire on social media. Yet when scientists actually tested these so-called hacks, the results were alarming. Some of these habits can increase your exposure to toxic compounds, interfere with your medications, and even trigger allergic reactions that send unsuspecting people to the emergency room. Think about it this way. One mistake on this list has been shown to nearly double stroke risk in older adults. Another can wipe out the very nutrients that make avocados valuable in the first place. And one of the most popular avocado health hacks, circulating online right now, it's so dangerous that doctors have had to perform emergency surgeries on patients who tried it. The point isn't to scare you away from avocados, quite the opposite. When eaten the right way, they're one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can add to your diet. But ignoring these 6 mistakes is like leaving your front door unlocked. You may get lucky for a while, but eventually the risks catch up. So in today's video, we're going to peel back the layers of avocado myths and misinformation. Backed by real scientific studies and expert insights, we'll reveal 6 dangerous habits that most people don't even realize they're making. Starting with the one you'll see everywhere online, and it has to do with how you store your avocados after cutting them. Mistake 6. Storing cut avocados with the pit left in. You've probably heard this one 1,000 times. Just leave the pit in, and your avocado will stay fresh longer. It sounds simple, it feels logical, and it's been passed down like some kind of sacred kitchen hack. These days you'll see it on Instagram Reels, TikTok cooking tips, even morning talk shows. But here's the kicker. Science says it doesn't actually work. In 2019, researchers at the University of California's Food Science Department decided to put this myth to the test. They sliced open 100 avocados, stored half with the pit intact, and half without it. After 24 hours in the fridge, they measured the browning using digital imaging. The result? The pit barely made a difference, only a tiny 2% reduction in browning, and only in the small circular area directly beneath the pit itself. Everywhere else, the avocado flesh browned just the same. That means millions of people are relying on a trick that does nothing, but it gets worse. Because so many believe the pit protects the avocado, they keep leftovers far longer than they should. And once that fruit sits too long, you're opening the door to dangerous bacteria. According to a 2021 FDA study, cut avocados stored improperly for more than 48 hours can develop colonies of Listeria monocytogenes. This isn't just a harmless kitchen nuisance. Listeria can cause a serious infection called listeriosis, a condition that can be fatal for older adults, especially those with weaker immune systems. Pregnant women face an even greater risk, since listeriosis can cause miscarriage or stillbirth. Now imagine this. You slice an avocado, cover it with plastic wrap, leave the pit in, and toss it in the fridge for a couple days. It looks fine. Maybe it's just a little brown on the edges, and you scoop that part away. But underneath, harmful bacteria may already be spreading. And unlike browning, bacteria growth isn't visible. You can't always see, smell, or taste the danger until it's too late. So what's the safe way to store cut avocados? The solution is surprisingly simple, and it doesn't involve fancy gadgets or overpriced containers. First, brush or squeeze a little lemon or lime juice directly on the exposed surface. The citric acid slows down the browning reaction caused by oxygen exposure. Then, wrap the avocado tightly in plastic wrap or place it in an airtight container before refrigerating. And here's the golden rule. Eat it within 24 hours. If it's been sitting for 2 days or more, it's time to let it go. Some people also swear by using olive oil as a barrier, and that can work in a pinch, but lemon or lime juice is more effective and adds a refreshing flavor boost. There are also avocado-specific storage containers on the market, but the truth is, no gadget will stop spoilage if you ignore the time factor. The bottom line, the pit is not your protector. Trusting this myth could leave you with more than just a brown avocado. It could expose you to harmful bacteria you don't even realize are there. And once that happens, your so-called healthy snack can turn into a serious health hazard. But food storage is just the beginning. Because while leaving the pit in may expose you to bacteria, the next mistake can interfere with something even more important, your medication. And for millions of people, this could be life-threatening. Mistake number 5. Eating avocados while taking blood thinners. Here's something most people never expect to hear. A healthy avocado could quietly cancel out the medication keeping your heart safe. Shocking, right? But if you're one of the millions of people prescribed blood thinners like warfarin, this is a mistake you can't afford to make. Here's why. Avocados are loaded with vitamin K, a nutrient essential for clotting. Normally, that's a good thing. But blood thinners are designed to slow down clotting, to prevent dangerous clots that could lead to heart attacks or strokes. If you suddenly increase your vitamin K intake, say by adding avocados into your daily meals, it can interfere with your medication, making it far less effective. There's even a documented case that makes this crystal clear. A 68-year-old man, stable on warfarin for 3 years after heart valve surgery, decided to add avocados to his diet. Within 2 weeks, his INR levels, the measurement doctors use to track blood thinning, dropped from a safe 2.5 to a dangerous 1.2. Shortly after, he suffered a minor stroke, and the only thing that changed? His newfound avocado habit. Dr. Robert Chen, a cardiologist at Mount Sinai Hospital, explains it this way. Consistency is everything. Your warfarin dose is calibrated around your normal vitamin K intake. Any sudden changes up or down can throw the system off balance. That means the problem isn't avocado itself, it's unpredictability. And it's not just the fruit. Avocado oil, guacamole, even smoothies with hidden avocado can trigger the same interaction. Many people don't realize how often avocado sneaks into meals, and that makes it even harder to track. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up avocados forever. The real solution is consistency and communication. If you love avocados, eat them in steady, predictable amounts, and make sure your doctor knows. That way, your medication can be adjusted to keep your blood levels stable. A few practical steps can help. Start a food diary. Write down how often you're eating avocados, along with other vitamin K-rich foods like spinach, kale, and broccoli. Get tested more often. Ask your doctor to monitor your INR levels whenever you make dietary changes. Explore alternatives. Some newer blood thinners like apixaban or rivaroxaban don't interact with vitamin K at all. If you're a candidate, a simple switch might free you from the avocado problem entirely. The key is simple. Don't surprise your medication with surprise meals. Consistency allows you to enjoy avocados safely without gambling with your health. But here's the thing. Medication isn't the only area where avocados can cause unexpected trouble, because while drug interactions happen inside your bloodstream, the next mistake happens in your gut. And if you've ever tossed a rock-hard avocado into your blender thinking it'll ripen in the smoothie, you might want to hear this. Mistake number 4. Using unripe avocados in your smoothie. We've all been there. You're craving a smoothie, but the avocados on your counter are still rock-hard. So you toss one into the blender anyway, thinking it'll just blend down smooth. Seems harmless, right? Unfortunately, this one mistake could be setting your digestive system up for trouble. Here's why. Unripe avocados contain significantly higher levels of persin, a natural toxin the plant produces as self-defense. As the fruit ripens, persin levels drop, but if you eat it too early, you're taking in compounds your body doesn't want to process. A 2020 study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that unripe avocados had nearly 4 times more persin than ripe ones. Doctors are already seeing the fallout. Dr. Lisa Thompson, a gastroenterologist at UCLA Medical Center, has a name for it: avocado gut. Patients come in with intense bloating, sharp stomach cramps, and even diarrhea, all traced back to one simple habit: blending unripe avocados into smoothies. But persin isn't the only culprit. Unripe avocados also contain complex starches and tannins that your body struggles to digest. Instead of breaking down smoothly, they ferment in your gut, triggering discomfort and feeding the wrong kinds of bacteria. Research from Stanford in 2022 showed that eating unripe avocados for just 4 weeks reduced levels of beneficial gut bacteria by 23%. That's not just short-term bloating, that's your long-term gut health taking a hit. And let's be honest, unripe avocados don't even taste good. Instead of creamy, buttery richness, you get a gritty, bitter, grassy mess. They overpower other ingredients and leave your smoothie with a chalky aftertaste. So not only are you risking digestive distress, you're ruining the very drink you set out to enjoy. So how do you make sure your avocado is ready? It's easier than most people think. The gentle squeeze test. Press the avocado in the palm of your hand. If it yields slightly, it's ripe. Too firm? It needs more time. Too soft? It's overripe. The stem trick. Pop off the little nub at the top. Green underneath? Perfect. Brown? Overripe. Stuck? Not ready yet. Speed up ripening. Place your avocado in a brown paper bag with a banana or apple. These fruits release ethylene gas, which helps ripen avocados in 2 to 3 days instead of 5. One last warning: don't try to cheat by microwaving or baking an avocado to soften it. Sure, the flesh might feel softer, but the persin levels don't drop. You're still eating an unripe fruit, just disguised in a softer shell. The takeaway? Patience pays off. A ripe avocado is not only safer, but infinitely tastier. Resist the urge to rush, because eating them too early can turn your healthy smoothie into a gut-wrecking experience. And if you think stomach cramps sound bad, the next mistake could be far more dangerous. Because for certain people, just one bite of avocado can trigger a full-blown allergic reaction, the kind that lands you in the emergency room. Mistake number 3. Eating avocados. If you have a latex allergy, avocados are usually seen as harmless, even healing. But for certain people, just one bite can unleash a life-threatening reaction. The hidden danger here is something called latex fruit syndrome, and it's far more common than most realize. Here's how it works. The proteins in avocados are structurally similar to the proteins found in natural rubber latex. To your immune system, they look almost identical. So if you already have a latex sensitivity, even a mild one, your body can mistake avocado proteins for latex and launch a full allergic response. The numbers are staggering. A major study published in the Annals of Allergy, Asthma and Immunology found that over 50% of latex allergic patients also react to avocados. That's not a coincidence. That's a dangerous overlap doctors want more people to know about. The symptoms can range from annoying to life-threatening. Mild itching in the mouth or throat, sudden hives or swelling around the lips, severe stomach upset, and in the worst cases, full-blown anaphylaxis, where blood pressure drops, airways close, and every second counts. Take the case of a 34-year-old nurse reported by Johns Hopkins immunologist Dr. Jennifer Patel. She had lived with mild latex sensitivity for years. One night, she ordered guacamole at a restaurant. Within minutes, she was gasping for air as her throat swelled shut. Only a fast injection of epinephrine saved her life. The culprit? Avocado proteins her immune system mistook for latex. And here's something most people don't know. These proteins are heat-stable. That means cooking, baking, or frying won't neutralize them. Avocado oil in baked goods, avocado-based dressings, even warm sauces can all trigger the same reaction. Cross-contamination adds another hidden risk. If a restaurant prepares your food with latex gloves, those proteins can transfer straight into your meal. Even scarier, avocados aren't the only food that can set this off. Bananas, kiwis, papayas, and chestnuts all share similar protein structures. In fact, a 2019 European study showed that nearly 90% of latex-allergic patients reacted to at least two of these foods. Doctors now group them together as part of the latex fruit syndrome spectrum. So, what should you do if you suspect a latex sensitivity? First, get tested. A skin prick test or a specific IgEG blood test can confirm whether your body reacts to avocado proteins. If you are diagnosed, the safest step is complete avoidance, because even tiny amounts can cause big problems. Always carry an epinephrine auto-injector if you have a known allergy, and let restaurants know about your condition before ordering. Avocado has worked its way into countless hidden places, from salad dressings to breads to unexpected sauces. Your safety may depend on asking the right question before you take a bite. This mistake proves that even a so-called superfood can be deadly for the wrong person. But here's the twist. While allergies make avocados dangerous for a specific group, the next mistake is something anyone can fall for. Influencers are pushing it as the hottest superfood hack, but doctors say it's one of the riskiest avocado trends yet. Mistake number 2, eating the avocado seed. In the age of wellness hacks and viral superfood secrets, the avocado seed has become the latest trend to catch fire online. Influencers claim it's the hidden powerhouse of nutrition, packed with antioxidants and healing compounds. Some grind it into smoothies, others bake it into flour, and a few even chew it raw. On the surface, it sounds like the ultimate way to squeeze every ounce of value from your avocado. But the truth? Eating the seed could do far more harm than good. Let's start with the science. Yes, avocado seeds contain antioxidants, specifically phenolic compounds. A 2013 Penn State study confirmed their presence. But here's what the social media gurus conveniently leave out. Your body can't actually absorb them. The dense fiber structure of the seed locks those antioxidants inside, meaning they pass straight through your system without providing any benefit. So even if the compounds look good on paper, your body never gets to use them. Worse, the very same study revealed that avocado seeds contain toxic substances, including persin, at concentrations up to 100 times higher than in the edible flesh. That's not a bonus, that's a red flag. Doctors are already sounding the alarm. Dr. Michael Roberts, a gastroenterologist at Cedars-Sinai, has performed multiple emergency surgeries on patients who tried consuming ground avocado seeds. The problem? These rock-hard fragments don't break down in the stomach. Instead, they can cause micro-tears or even perforations in the intestinal lining. One 26-year-old woman, for example, added powdered avocado seed to her smoothies for 3 weeks. She ended up in the ER with stabbing abdominal pain, and scans revealed small perforations throughout her intestine. Surgery was the only way to repair the damage. And that's not an isolated incident. The California Poison Control Center reported a 400% increase in avocado seed-related calls between 2019 and 2023. Symptoms range from constipation and blockages to cyanide-like poisoning. That's right, like apple seeds, avocado seeds contain compounds that can release cyanide inside the body. A 2021 FDA toxicology report found that just one ground seed contained persin levels strong enough to damage the hearts of lab animals. The risks don't stop with toxins. There's also the physical danger of trying to pulverize the seed at home. Standard blenders and food processors aren't built for it. The seed is so tough that most kitchen appliances can't grind it down fully. Those sharp fragments you think are healthy roughage? They're more than big enough to scrape and tear your insides. So why is this dangerous trend still spreading? The simple answer: likes, shares, and attention. Videos showing people turning avocado seeds into smoothies or powders rack up millions of views, but what you don't see are the ER visits that follow. No credible nutritionist or medical professional recommends eating them. If you want to reduce food waste, there are safer and smarter ways. Compost the seed to enrich your garden. Carve it into small trinkets. Use it as a natural dye for fabrics. but keep it out of your body. The avocado seed isn't a hidden treasure, it's a ticking time bomb. And here's the irony. While people are risking their health trying to eat seeds for antioxidants they can't even use, the biggest danger of all lies in how most of us cook avocados. The final mistake is the most common, and it could turn a superfood into something toxic on your plate. Mistake number 1. Cooking avocados at high heat. Avocados are known for their creamy texture and heart-healthy fats, but all of that can be destroyed in minutes if you expose them to high heat. Grilling, frying, or tossing avocado into a hot pan might look trendy on cooking shows, but what it actually does to the fruit will shock you. Here's the science. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, especially oleic acid. These fats reduce inflammation, support your heart, and are one of the main reasons avocados are considered a superfood. But they come with a catch. They're incredibly sensitive to heat. Once you cross their smoke point, around 270 Fahrenheit, those healthy fats begin to break down in a process called lipid peroxidation. The result? Toxic byproducts like acrolein and hydroxynonenal, compounds that scientists have linked to DNA damage at the cellular level. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Food Science revealed that heating avocado oil to just 356 Fahrenheit for 10 minutes produced harmful aldehydes at levels that exceeded the safety limits set by the World Health Organization. But the bad news doesn't stop there. High heat also wipes out the very vitamins and nutrients you're trying to eat avocados for. Vitamin C, folate, and B6 are all heat-sensitive. In fact, a comparative study in food chemistry showed that pan-frying avocado slices for just 5 minutes destroyed nearly 90% of vitamin C, 76% of folate, and 65% of B6. That means you're cooking away the health benefits that make the fruit valuable in the first place. And then there's the browning effect. When avocado flesh turns brown under high heat, it produces acrylamide, the same carcinogenic compound found in burnt toast and overfried potatoes. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies acrylamide as a probable human carcinogen. Tests from the European Food Safety Authority found that grilled avocados contained acrylamide levels of 185 micrograms per kilogram, well above recommended safety limits. So what does this mean for your plate? Instead of the smooth, buttery texture avocados are famous for, high heat makes them stringy, bitter, and acrid. The rich, nutty flavor is replaced with something sharp and unpleasant. No wonder so many chefs have abandoned hot avocado dishes entirely, citing both health concerns and poor taste. The solution is simple. Keep avocados cool. Add them to meals after cooking, not during. Toss fresh avocado slices into cooled pasta, stir them into sushi rolls, or drizzle avocado-based dressings over plated dishes. If you want that smoky grilled flavor, grill your vegetables like corn or peppers, let them cool slightly, then combine them with fresh avocado afterward. That way, you preserve both flavor and nutrition without creating harmful compounds. The takeaway: high heat is the quickest way to strip avocados of their benefits and turn them into something harmful. Treat this fruit with care, and you'll unlock all the health perks it has to offer. But now that we've gone through all 6 mistakes, from dangerous storage myths to risky cooking practices, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Because the way you handle avocados could be the difference between a superfood that strengthens your body and a silent saboteur that undermines your health. So there you have it, 6 avocado mistakes that could secretly be putting your health at risk. From storing them the wrong way, to mixing them with medications, to eating them unripe or even experimenting with the seed, these are habits most people never think twice about. And yet the science shows they can lead to everything from digestive issues and nutrient loss to life-threatening complications. But here's the important part. None of this means you should fear avocados. When handled correctly, they're one of the most powerful, nutrient-dense foods you can put on your plate. They support your heart, your brain, and your overall health, but only when you respect how fragile those benefits really are. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these mistakes surprised you the most? Have you ever experienced bloating, odd reactions, or even strange side effects after eating avocado? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else avoid a serious mistake, and we respond to as many comments as possible with tips tailored to your health journey. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos that could protect your health in ways you'd never expect. At the end of the day, the avocado isn't the villain. Misinformation is. Myths about pits, seeds, cooking tricks, or smoothie shortcuts spread quickly online, but your health is too important to gamble with trends. The next time you slice into that creamy green fruit, remember what you've learned today. Keep it cool, keep it ripe, and keep it safe. Because when you do, avocado truly lives up to its reputation, not as a silent threat, but as the superfood it was meant to be.